Got my laborers working today. So we're wanting to take out about a 20 foot by 20 foot spot here. That way the chicken's got a better place to do their scratching. They can't scratch in the concrete. I'm gonna take out all the way over to here. All the way to right here. Back down. We poured everything concrete since I'm a concrete man. Hey, Bud Files, Handicap, how you doing? Ridazell. Yeah, we poured the whole backyard, driveways, everything concrete. Now we got these chickens and ducks. We need a better spot for them. So we're gonna take out 20 feet by 20 feet. All the way to right here. I'm gonna saw cut this. Got my concrete blade on my saw. We'll saw cut this. That way I got a strip right here, and then we'll put some, we're gonna put some of the chicken brooding houses right here. Then we got the coop over there, and we got the chicken pen here. So they'll be able to come out here, give them a spot to come scratch. I got 8 yards of topsoil next door at my place next door. We're gonna wheelbarrow over here. I got it to make, I got that topsoil so I could do some gardens, which I've got 2 raised bed gardens over here. The only thing surviving in the weather though is I got some carrots that are coming in. They're holding out pretty good. The tomatoes and cucumbers died. So we'll have to wait till spring to get some good vegetables going. But by then I hope to have some good fertilizer from these chickens. And we had a step down right here, so I started pouring a concrete ramp. Had some old bags of concrete I just threw in there. And then I got some stuff to finish over the top. I'll do that tomorrow once this gets set pretty good. That way we can have a ramp to bring stuff over here. So this ought to take maybe a couple, 3 weeks of working a little bit at a time. We're getting a good start though. Once you get a good start, then it starts coming out a little easier. You can see I poured that 5 inches thick. So it's a little tough coming out.
Don't step on it.
I've been teaching them the trick on how to do it.
We're taking a break.
Okay, take a break. So the best way to do it is to take your pick. See if I can do it with one hand. If you pick underneath the concrete and clean out underneath, you gotta clean out underneath your concrete. That way whenever you hit it with a sledgehammer, it breaks off pretty easy. Well, I say pretty easy, but it breaks off a lot easier than normal. That concrete's got to be able to give a little bit in order for it to crack. See if I can swing this one-handed. See how that broke off? So if you dig out underneath your concrete a little bit, then hit it with the sledgehammer, it'll break like that. I need to get me some youngsters over here to help. Some teenagers or some young men in their 20s. I'm getting a little too old for that crap. Let's see what happened to everybody. Everybody took off on me. Just as I came out here to show them how. Look at that chicken. What's up, Nugget? Yeah, we got to get these guys a better place to stay. They got good pens and everything, but need some dirt so they can get out and do some scratching. There's my carrots. Carrots are doing good. There's the baby ducks. These guys were born January 1st. We got them outside already. They came outside just over 3 weeks old. A little chilly out. Just got my t-shirt on. It's been getting up in the 60s.
He's not you.
Tony, what's going on, man? No rebar in that stuff, buddy. You don't put rebar in unless it's a foundation. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I don't use wire mesh or rebar unless it's a foundation. Anything on the we got real good ground out here, solid ground. Yeah, that's in Washington because, you know, you got your ground, you know, you got a water table there, or not a water table, but your ground moves a lot more. We're here in the desert. This ground's solid where I'm at. The only time we use mesh or rebar is on a foundation. Put it in your house slabs and your garage slabs. Put wire mesh in the garage slabs, but on driveways and patios and stuff, we don't use rebar. I mean, you can. A lot of people do, but I don't. I mean, if I'm doing a job and somebody wants some rebar in there, I'll put it in there. You know, it's just another added cost, but this is my house, so I wasn't going to put that in there. It's not necessary. You can see that concrete hasn't cracked. It's been poured for over 10 years. Yeah, I poured that concrete probably, longer than that. Probably 15 years ago. You still down in Quartzsite? I don't know what happened to my workers. Let's see if they're ready to go back to work yet.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Look at these guys. There's all my laborers laid out. What happened to Faith? Is she coming back out or what?
I seen her come in the house, and that's where I thought she was.
She hit her metal plate on her leg when I was doing it, and then she stopped.
She hit her leg?
Yeah, after she tried to push me over.
Oh.
Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go out and see. You run back out back. Get some shoes on here. Hang on. Yeah, Tony, check out this concrete out here, man. See, there ain't no cracks in this concrete other than the joints that I put in there. And this stuff's 15 years old. You don't need rebar or mesh. That stuff's solid. Look at that, 5 inches thick. It's gonna take a little while to get this out though. I'm gonna saw cut this right here, straight over, right here. I'm gonna go down this line right here, and then all the way back to the block wall. That's 20 feet by 20 feet. That'd give us 400 square feet for the chickens to. That'll be plenty of room for the chickens to do their little scratching in, you know. And then let them start making me some good compost. I got some leaves from the trees. Got all these leaves. Let them chickens give me some good fertilizer for this spring. Just a lot of work at my age, you know. My grandson was going to come over. I was going to rent a jackhammer and air compressor, but they went $465 a day. Yeah, I'm going to come down Saturday. My daughter and her kids are in town until Saturday morning, so we're thinking about coming down Saturday morning, then staying down for about 4 days. And I don't know why the writing is messed up in here. Is that writing messed up or is that my eyes?
I know that writing's messed up. It looks like most of the usernames are just messed up.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know.
You gonna do any more work today?
Huh?
You doing any more work?
I did a lot of work earlier. You want me to show them?
No, I was just asking. I ain't saying what, you know, if you need to work or not. I was just asking.
I know I'm very sore.
Yeah, if you're sore, don't worry about it. You gotta work tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I have to do that for tomorrow.
Relax.
I took like 2 swings, almost fell over. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done today.
Is that all right? This is breaking off a lot easier though, buddy, whenever I dig under it.
Yeah. I like go to master quality all of it. A lot of it.
Well, the weather's nice. Nice and sunny, you can see that. It's like about, I don't know what it is out, maybe 60 degrees or so. Bella, you want to go in? Come on. Whew. I've been trying to talk to a couple people about trading watch hours, and out of 4 people that I talked to, I ran their channels, but I noticed that my numbers only changed to 2 people that ran my channel. The other people that said they was going to run my channel, they didn't run it. Anyways, if anybody's interested in trading watch hours, let me know. I can't even see the chat right now. Something's going on with the with the type where it's overlapping the type. And I can't really see, it's hard to see what anybody's saying. I can't see what that says, Tom. Yeah, my I don't know why my type's all messed up, you know. All I can see is, but I get 10 ribeyes an hour. Anyways, you're gonna have to send me a text, Tom, because I don't know why I can't read that. It's not coming through. Let's see. Yeah, I think probably one one channel's typing is overlaying another channel's typing, so it's got it all messed up in the chat. I can't read what the chat says or anything. I'm just gonna stay on here about 3 more minutes, trying to let me see if I can go on go on my computer here. That way I can read off the computer. The only reason I was on my phone is because I was out back. Be able to read the chat off of my computer. See what in the hell you guys are talking about. Maybe I'll be able to understand then. Let's see. Okay, now I can see on the. Okay, now I can see on the. Okay. I'll catch up here in just a second, guys. Let me get caught up. Phil, how you doing? I see Phil came in. I got Tom in here. Yeah, I don't know if I can refresh on the phone or not, Tom. Oh, yeah, you're going to come over and help me with the concrete, but you get 10 ribeyes an hour, huh? Yeah, I could go rent that air compressor and jackhammer a little bit cheaper than that. They want $465 a day for that jackhammer. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was about, I was thinking maybe $175 for the day, you know, but I called down there and they said $465 for a day. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I can't afford that. I mean, I can, but I'm not going to pay that. I'd rather get the grandkids out here and give them $400. Either that or a couple young laborers, you know. Get a couple of my friends' kids over here. So yeah, I don't know if any of you guys ever swapped watch hours with people or anything or whatever. You know, I've had about 5 people, you know, that said they was going to swap hours with me. You know, this is, and out of all that, I got 200 watch hours that came in, so that's good. All right, I'll message you, Traveler. I'll message you here in a little bit on your channel. You know, and let's you know, figure out which. I got 2 master playlists on my channel, but you know, I want to kind of make it fair between the both of us. You know, so we'll see how many videos you got, how many hours. You know, we could just do like 24 hours at a time, and because I turn mine on, like for example, I'll put it on your channel and let it run on my computer for 24 hours. You know, some other people may not have a computer. Maybe their computer is what they use every day for going on YouTube, you know, so they can't run watch hours and then be on YouTube at the same time, but I can do it on my computer. So, you know, if you're interested in that, I can, I'll message you whenever as soon as I get off here, I'll go to your channel. And, yeah, Tom, I don't know what's up, if it's not showing up or what, you know, because I've got 5 people that said they swapped hours with me, you know, and my watch hours didn't go up that much, you know. Matter of fact, I was the last 2 days I was trading with another channel, and my watch hours dropped 2 hours. So I went into my analytics, you know, for 1 year ago to see how many hours would have dropped off. And the one video that would have dropped off was almost 4 hours. So that means I only got 2 hours of watch time in the meantime. And that was probably off my video that just came out today. So maybe maybe my watch hours are collecting, but they're not showing it on analytics. I don't know how this works anyways. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know how they work. I don't know if every day they put on your new hours and take away your old hours, or what the deal is. So if you say it can take up to 72 hours, I can understand that. You know, another thing on my analytics, whenever I'm in the studio, there's different things. You know, you got your, over on your side that says, you know, your channel with all your videos, or you can check out your comments or your analytics, or you can go down to where it says your earn, you know, how many hours you got, how many subs you got, and what it's going to take to get monetized, you know. And so my analytics are showing that I have 1,800 hours for 365 days. You know, whenever you go in analytics, it shows for the last 30 days or 28 days, or you can do 90 days or 365 days or the lifetime. So I check on 365 days, and it shows that I've got 16 or 1,800 hours. But then if I go into that other function where it says earn, you know, and down in there it shows that I've got 933 subs, and you need 1,000, and then it shows that you need 4,000 hours, and it shows that I have, let's see, 800 and I got it wrote down. It says I got 837 watch hours. So between 1,800 and 800, that's 1,000 hour difference. So I don't know what's right and, you know, what they're counting and what they're not counting. How's your leg doing, Tom? You getting better yet, or your knee? Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to you whenever I come over, Tom. Yeah, that's a big difference, traveler. You know, it's 1,000 hours different. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, I know, man. Them knees ain't no joke. You know, my left knee. Whenever I'm riding my motorcycle, sometimes whenever I'm stopped, and I lean on that left knee to get off my motorcycle, and sometimes I can't even get off my motorcycle. That pain just shoots up through my knee, and I gotta go off to the right side instead of the left side sometimes. Glad you're out of bed though. I'm sure you're wearing the best brace you can, you know, around your knee to try and keep it stable and everything. But you know, it's still bad. I know that. I think I think Debbie, the kids are here till Saturday morning, and then I think Saturday morning Debbie wants to take off for Quartzsite for maybe 3 or 4 days. So since the kids are here in town, we're spending time with them and everything, and I'm gonna try again next week, Tom, to get over to the place. Come see you. Bring you a coffee, okay? What kind of coffee you want? I'm not big on Starbucks. I like I like my own coffee that I make at home, but camping cage free. How you doing? But if you want a like a McDonald's coffee or something, I'll stop by McDonald's on the way over to the house. Then I can show you what I'm talking about on these watch hours and everything. I know you know what I'm talking about already, but I'll show you where it shows the difference on there. It's crazy. So the update on this little murder case in the family here, we had some of you may not know, but my grandkids that are here at my house right now with my daughter, their dad got murdered a week ago Monday here in Las Vegas. And I guess it was the brother, the father, the grandkid's father. He's in another relationship after my daughter. He's been in this other relationship for about 8 years now. And his wife or girlfriend or whatever, they have been fighting, you know, probably physically fighting. And she had called her brother and her father who's just out of prison for murder. And I guess they came over to the house last Monday morning, is what I understand. And I don't know any particulars. All I'm going to say about that is they came to the house, and then my grandkid's father got killed. So the police were looking for the brother, the father, and the brother's girlfriend. Now the girlfriend, I was looking for my phone. It's right here. But the brother's girlfriend, they got her. She turned herself in I believe yesterday or today. And they got her on accessory and all different kind of charges. And they're just waiting to catch up with the brother and the father. And then, you know, do their investigations. They'll figure out what's up. But yeah, it's too bad for the grandkids, you know. Even my daughter, she's upset about it. She was with that man for quite a while, you know, and had 2 kids by him, you know. So she had feelings, you know. It's not like she hated the guy or anything, you know. They just couldn't make it together, but she dealt with him all the time because she had kids, you know, and she would bring the kids up here and let them go see their dad and stuff, and they were there for about a month in the summertime. They was just with their dad for a summer vacation. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, it was on the news. Because that's where I got my little clip from on my phone. It's from the news. And but the kids, you know, they spent time with him, and they were up here over Christmas. They stayed with Debbie and me, and got to see their dad for Christmas and everything. And then here 3 weeks later, he's dead, you know. So it ain't easy. So they're going to be here till Saturday morning. And then Saturday morning, Debbie, we've had kids here for the past 3 weeks. Our oldest daughter and her boyfriend and a couple kids, they were up here 2 weekends in a row, and then had nephews and anyways, a lot of families been here. I don't even know what the heck, you know, but for the past 3 weeks, we've had a lot of family here, and Debbie's ready to get away for a few days. And sometimes getting away here in the house is good, you know, but we want to get out. We enjoy going down to Quartzsite. We're going to go down there and take the... I should have checked my hair before I got on here. Anyways, we're going to take the electric bikes down and do a little boondocking out in the desert, some dry camping, and it's a vast area down there for riding the electric bikes all over. Do some scouting, and we may take the Jeep down too and do a little 4-wheeling while we're down there. Find some good 4-wheel spots. So I think let's see, what's the dates here? That'll be the 27th. We got to be back here by the 1st for sure, which is on next Thursday. I got to be back in town next Wednesday, so we'll probably just stay gone for about 4 days. So, yeah, that Jeep's a lot of fun. It was a good deal. I'll tell you how I got that Jeep. Debbie had been wanting a Jeep for a while, and I seen on Facebook where her niece up in Seattle, close to Seattle there, where the family's from. Her niece had that Jeep for sale, you know, and I thought, man, you know what? I'm going to surprise Debbie. So I called her niece up, you know, and we arranged a price, settled on a price that was good for both of us. And I was working down in Central California, Sequoia National Park in 2011. And we would come home every 2 weeks to Las Vegas and then spend the weekend and go back down and stay 2 weeks down there. And so we came home that Friday, and I'd already booked flight tickets to get up to Seattle one way because I knew we was going to be driving the Jeep back. So we came to Vegas Friday night. Saturday morning, got Debbie up. I told her to pack her little overnight bag, you know, and she said, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, I just got a surprise for you, you know," and it was coming up on her birthday, so I'm going to get this for her birthday. So we head out to the airport. She says, "What are we going to the airport for?" I said, "Well, we're going to fly there, you know." And next thing you know, we're flying to Seattle. She knows we're going to Seattle now. She says, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, it's your birthday's coming up. I thought we'd just go see your family for a couple of days." So we get up there and rent a car from the airport. Head out to her niece's place. We're supposed to meet up with all the family there on Saturday evening. So we get out there and have barbecue and good old time with the family. And I arranged a deal with the Jeep, you know, and next morning, Sunday morning, I tell Debbie, I said, "Well, jump in your Jeep and follow me to the airport so we can dump this rental car, you know." She said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, that's your Jeep." And so that was her big surprise for her birthday in 2011. So we drove that Jeep down. We drove straight down to the job in Sequoia National Park. Or well, we stayed in Three Rivers, but I was working in Sequoia National Park. So that's how we got the Jeep. Was a surprise for her birthday. So. Yeah, so she really enjoys that, and too many people running the internet. We got kids, grandkids, parents. Then my brother next door on top of it. Probably people across the street, maybe. I don't know, Phil. Like I told her, I may not be the best, but I'll do until he gets here. Yeah, she's a good woman, I'll tell you that. You know, Debbie and I met 1988. My dad introduced us because my dad was dating Debbie's mom for a little bit down in Arizona. And Debbie and I had both each been in a 7-year marriage and then divorced out of our marriages for about 2 years whenever we met. So 1988, February of 1988. So that's coming up in about 2 weeks. We will have been together for a lot of years. I don't know. You guys figure, I think 36 years. And we got married 2 years later. So we'll be married for 34 years, together 36 years. I got lucky. Yeah, Tom, I want to get that. I got to check it. I'm going to take a note right now. I need to, maybe I'll call you tomorrow. You still on here, Tom? If you're on here, let me know. If not, I'll text you whenever I get off here. But I think maybe with the phone call, you might be able to talk me through this. But I want to get that StreamYard hooked up and start running StreamYard. Let's see, call Tom. All right, got you on my list, buddy. Yep. Anybody got any snow on the ground still yet? You've been married 127 years, Tom? Or 27 years? ANC, welcome in. Good to see you. Wow. I sure am glad when I got out of the snow. No electricity over there, Phil? Holy crap. I got a brother in Indiana too, and maybe that's why I haven't heard anything from him today. I don't know what part he's in anyways, but line in Indianapolis there somewhere. I've paid the bill and you still don't have electricity, huh? I remember them tough times years and years ago, man, 40 years ago. Whenever it was tough paying that bill. Sometimes I got that pink notice, because I'd let that bill double, man. It was tough times whenever I was young. I ain't saying I haven't had some tough times since then, but back whenever I was a youngster, and you got a couple kids trying to make it. Wow. Hey, Jerry, how you doing, man? Good to see you. I went out and bought a big generator because for the same purpose here about, I don't know, it was about 8 years ago, we had a microburst come through the valley, and I mean, it blew my carport roof off. It busted like 9 telephone poles down the street, and the power was out. And my dad was still living with me. He was still alive, and he was on a oxygen machine back then, that last year that he was living here. So we had to have electricity. And Debbie, I was out of state. I think I was back in Illinois on the motorcycle. And the power was out, and Debbie called me, so I called down, got a room at Sam's Town. I said, you guys go down there and spend the night, and take his little mobile oxygen machine. And I called a buddy, and he went over to Harbor Freight and got me one of them big Predator 4500 generators. So we got that, and then I got two really good friends of mine that are off grid here in Las Vegas, but one of them's over north Las Vegas, out of town about, I'm going to say about 10 miles from Las Vegas heading north. He's off grid there, so he's got the solar and everything. And then I got another friend over in Arizona up on the mountain. He's got 40 acres, and he's off grid. So my thinking that I would like to do, because our problem is in the summertime out here with the heat waves and everything, and everybody run their air conditioner. So we have a tendency to lose power in the summertime, where you guys will lose power in the wintertime. So I'm thinking about getting me just a small solar system set up here with my batteries and everything, and figure out how much I want to run. That way I can if the power grid goes down or something, at least I could run my freezers, refrigerator, stuff like that. Maybe set up one room with an air conditioning, window air or whatever. I got my back room that's about a 16 by 32 that I could put a window air in that or something, if I needed to, and then we could survive through any kind of a heat wave. Let's see. I like that, Dan. Oh, okay. I see now, Tom. You were joking about 127 years. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna check into them solar panels, Tom. I wanna just have something for emergency, because we got especially with us growing a little bit of food now, and butchering and whatnot, we've got a lot of freezer stuff. So, I mean, one of them generators will pay for itself if the power goes out for 24 hours, you know, by keeping that food froze. So I know that generator already paid for itself over and over the past 8 or 10 years. Still runs like it's brand new. You know, it's not like we run it that often, you know. I run it more now just to make sure that that the fuel circulation, and I got to put that Sta-Bil in it, you know, stable, whatever you call it, in the fuel, because I don't run it that much. I just fire it up about every 3 months to make sure it's running good. I got a couple vehicles I got to do the same thing with because I don't drive everything too often, you know. So, but yeah, I like to get some solar panels. My buddy told me the first thing I need to do is, hey Chief, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. But my buddy said first thing I need to do is figure out what my wattage is, you know, that I want to run. So take the different, you know, like the freezer, find out how many watts it runs on, and air conditioner, you know, like one of those window air conditioners, maybe 2,000 watts or whatever to run it. So figure it out, and if I need 5,000, I'm saying watts. I may not be saying the right thing, you know. I'm not an electrician, so he says figure this out, what all I want to run, and we'll figure out what you need for solar panels and batteries. So I just want to do that for an emergency. You know, everybody starts going to these electric cars, you know. I don't know how the hell they're going to support electric cars, so that's another day's talk on that one. Well, they're going nuts in the other room. There's all kinds of yelling going on. Maybe the real show's in there. I hear yelling and cussing and everything in the other room. That's them grandkids. Grandkids get grandma going sometimes. I got to walk away because I'm old school. I like to settle it right now. Grandma will talk it out with him. Grandpa, I still got that firm fist, you know, that iron fist. So I gotta walk away and let Grandma handle it whenever I get that way. Hey Jerry, I got a question for you. I was down in Phoenix and I took a shot of a train down there, and all the cars were real low. You know, it looked like the cars were only maybe 3 feet tall as far as that goes. And then I seen something else where you had a video with that big spool. You know, they had them big spools on there, and that metal spool was the end of it was coming out. And you said this is why it's important not to stand too close to the train, because they may have something hanging off like that. But I mean, it had like 100 or 150 of those type of cars on it. So is that what those are for? Is just carrying like bulk materials or something? Oh, I see your comment there on how long the batteries are taking in the sub temps. Yeah. Well, I mean, is that? Yeah, a lot of types of cars. So on the batteries and stuff for the solar, where they're having trouble with them, in the sub temperature, is it because the batteries aren't kept in a place where the batteries stay warm, or what? Is it because the batteries are exposed to the sub degree temperatures? So I'm seeing there's one channel I watch that I really enjoy, Lumna Acres, Lumnah Acres. And that guy's up there in maybe New Hampshire or Maine or something. Yeah, I could see it taking longer to charge for sure. Oh, you watch that channel too, Chief? I like that guy and his wife. Yeah, that guy's got a good channel. You know, I started watching him about 3 years ago. Probably one of the first channels I watched whenever I started watching YouTube. And he was on his old property whenever he built his garage on his old property and used to plow with his pickup truck. But I've watched him build this whole new property. I don't know how many acres that guy's got. He's got a few hundred acres there where he's at with all that wood, you know, all that forest he has. And I've watched him build that. I don't think that's going to be their main house that they're in now. It's like a processing house, but they need it to live in for now, you know. So that whole bottom floor is going to be for processing their animals. And then they built the bedrooms, 2 bedrooms upstairs. Yeah, they got a new property. Probably 2 years. They've probably been on that property 2 years now. And it looks like they got hundreds of acres because they drive for a long time. They had a company come in there and you know, take out a bunch of trees. They sold a bunch of trees and they used that. So, you know, the trees that they took out was for their pasture land and you know, they stumped it and everything, you know, took out all the stumps and then they built a house that they're living in, which is, like I say, it's the future of that house is going to be just for processing animals. But they put 2 bedrooms upstairs, 2 small bedrooms. And then also on that house, they built a room for their batteries and all their solar hookups and everything. And then they did their you know, their water system and everything. Losing half my viewers. They don't want to hear about that homestead and stuff. Yeah, they're a big channel now. I don't know. I think they're about to hit 500,000 right now. 500,000 subs. I'm about to hit 1,000. I got 933 this morning, so about to hit 1,000. So at 900, I figured I was going to work on my watch hours, but I think I should have started working on my watch hours at 800 because I checked all my analytics from last year. I wanted to see how many hours I would lose over the next 90 days. You know, and over the next 90 days, I'm going to But anyways, over the next 90 days, I'm going to lose from last year. I'm going to lose 104 hours, which isn't bad. So, I think right now with my 2 watch lists, I've got about 100 hours that can be watched if people run those 2 lists. So by having one person run both of those watch lists, that'll take care of the next 90 days of hours that I'm going to lose. So right now my daughter's running the channel at night. I got a daughter in Arizona, said she's going to run it. Of course, she's said that for 2 weeks. And I just texted her again today, asked her if she's going to run it. And then I got a couple other people that are running it, so if I can get 400 or 500 hours there, then I'll only need about 3,000 more hours. I got 837 hours right now. It's showing, so I need 3,200 hours. So that's only 32 people. If I can get 32 people to run the channel in the next 90 days, that'll be good. So yeah, I seen earlier, I was looking at your channel, Dan. I seen that you guys were over 1,000. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, you're saying you should have started pushing your hours at 500, you know, and that's, I wasn't really too concerned with hours, you know. I was thinking I needed to get my subs up there first, but I see now where we should have been working on our watch hours earlier. Yeah, I think I seen where you had about 1.36 thousand, Dan. Yeah, I seen that too, Jerry, because I was running one and I minimized it, you know, and then I realized it wasn't playing whenever I came back on, so I gotta leave my computer open, basically. Gotta leave the screen open and let it run the watch hours or the watch list. Yeah, I think that may have been what happened, because I had a few people say they was gonna run it, and I was swapping playlists with them, and I didn't get no hours from them. Yeah, because I was of the same understanding, you know. I thought you could open a window and hit the playlist, you know, play all, and then minimize it and go to another window, but it ain't working that way. Yeah, they do keep changing things, you know. Every time, about the time you think you're learning something, then they change it. So, and I'm trying to learn everything right now because I don't know nothing. Like I was saying earlier, one part of YouTube says I have 1,800 hours in the last 365 days, and then the other part where you have to turn on where you earn your start earning where you get monetized, it's saying I only have 837 hours. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that YouTube catches on to what we're doing. They know what's going on. And that may be why I'm not getting credit for hours that people are watching right now, you know. Maybe they're seeing, I don't know, maybe they're seeing my hours go up and they realize that 5 or 6 people are watching my channel all the way through right now, and seeing that I'm going to get 500 hours and then I don't get credit for it. So, but it has raised 200 hours. It's raised 200 hours in the last, let's see, I think Monday or Tuesday, since I started swapping with this other channel. It's raised 200 hours. So I know it is working to a certain degree. Now, whether 2 people watched my playlist and I got my 200 hours, and the other 3 people that said they were going to didn't watch it, I don't know. But I did get 200 hours, so I'm just going to keep going with what I'm doing. And me and Dan are going to swap hours. And if anybody else wants to swap hours with me, let me know, and I'll put it on my list, you know. And after me and Dan swap hours, I'm just going to swap hours with one person at a time. That way I know that I'm watching their channel correctly, you know, because I want to make sure whoever's swapping hours with me, I'm making sure that my my computer's watching their show or watching their playlist. Well, absolutely. You know, I mean, we watch people's. First thing I do is everybody that's supporting me, I definitely support them. You know, if somebody watches my channel, I definitely go and watch their channel. Then maybe they don't watch my channel for 2 weeks, and then I go watch their channel. You know, whenever I see them commenting and stuff. Thanks, Jerry. That'd be great. So, you know, we try to, everybody that's supporting us, we definitely try to support them too, you know, and then I'm sure we all got some favorites. You know, I got some favorites that I watch every week for sure. You know, so I like some homesteading channels. I got 3 or 4 homesteading channels that I watch. I probably got a handful of First Amendment auditors. I got these certain First Amendment auditors that I really enjoy watching. And, you know, you can see what's going on out there. I like some farmers too. I had a girl farmer that I was watching there for a while. Young lady, she's probably in her 20s. She just got married, and her family's ranch and her new husband's family's ranch were pretty close, and they probably went to school together, you know, high school or whatever. And anyways, they got together, and now they're buying their own ranch and starting to run their own ranch. Not ranch, but farm. I get saying ranch sometimes whenever it's a farm. And then sometimes when I moved to Arizona and I was a youngster, I'd be over by somebody's ranch and I'd call them a farmer just to get under their skin a little bit. Because I'm from Illinois, so they were all farmers back there. But yeah, I don't know, Jerry. Where were you at whenever you started? I mean, did you have well over 1,000 subs by the time you got your watch hours, or did you get your watch hours first and then your subs? Because I just started paying attention to my watch hours now that I got 900 subs, you know. I wasn't in a hurry to. Matter of fact, I didn't really care if I got monetized or not. I mainly just got on YouTube to because we started traveling during COVID, so I wanted to stay in touch with the kids and show the kids where me and Mom were, you know, and I became more interested in editing my videos better, and I hope I'm much better today than what I was 2 years ago when I started. I know I go back and look at my first videos, and I think I've come a long way for the most part. You know, now that we're close to 1,000, I figured, what the hell, we'll just go ahead and see what's up. So they're not counting your live stream hours anymore. So for me being on right now, there's if I got 8 hours off of this, it would not count. Yeah. 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 Hey, Corner Clubhouse, what's going on, my friend? Yeah, 'cause I was thinking about doing that 24-hour challenge with the drunken barbecue chef. Stay up 24 hours and just stay on the live for 24 hours. I guess I was told that YouTube will only do a 12-hour video, so you got to get off there at, right before 12 hours and then start the stream over again in order to do the 24 hours. So, anyways, I was thinking about doing that. I don't know, Dan. I'm just gonna keep doing the live streams. I think the live streams will help. I think probably just got to pay attention to your hours to find out for sure.
You want to try one piece of this chicken?
Did you make chicken?
Grandma's making chicken. You want to try a piece of it?
Well, yeah, I want some.
Do you want to try a piece before it's all done?
It's done?
Not all of it. So we still got to cook the mashed potatoes, the rest of the chicken.
Oh, yeah, just bring me like a half. What do you guys make, some chicken strips?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring me like a half.
Like a half a chicken strip?
Yeah, I'll try it out. Got some chicken going on in there. Fried chicken. Says, do I want to try some out? Yeah, I want to try some out. Yeah, that 24-hour challenge is, there's some, I don't know, it's just something the guys started up last year, and you got to stay awake for 24 hours. So I don't know what all the particulars are on it. I told Chef I'd get a hold of him whenever I was ready to do it. Maybe I'll do it next week. Yeah, Jerry, I got I had probably about thank you. I had probably about 20 breasts from, already frozen. And then out of this, I got 40 breasts out of this, 36 or 40 breasts. I think we've only had we've probably eaten 6 of the breasts on the new chickens. So this here's the old chicken. I told Debbie, quit cooking up that new chicken. Let's get, we got to eat it in sequence. When we process and everything, you got to date it, and put it in the freezer. So that's got good seasoning on it. So I got stuff I just now ate up from last June. And I think this here is from June or July, something like that. I gotta cover my mouth so you guys don't have to watch me chewing, eh? But yeah, they're making all the fixings now. I guess the chicken's done, so now they're making mashed potatoes, and I don't know what else they're making. They're making gotta have some taters with chicken though. That's pretty dang good. Great seasoning. Are you kidding, Jerry? So on that 2.5 hours you did, you probably had 10, 15 people easy. So 2.5 hour live stream, you should have got 20 hours anyways. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Dang. Well, I'm sure they're making it harder and harder for people to monetize now, too. It's a little hot. Yeah, this chicken's pretty good that I did last year, but this year's chicken's way better. But I still need to make sure I eat it in the proper order, you know. Right. I think these guys are about ready to eat. I'm going to get off here. I don't want to be eating in front of you guys. Go in there and have dinner with the family. But I appreciate you guys coming in, being here, chatting up some topics like this. That's what I was thinking too, Jerry. I mean, once you're monetized, I don't think they want 20 people running your watch hours, you know, and making money for nothing, you know, but at least give you what you got coming, you know. If you got 10 or 15 people in there for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that's 20 some hours, you know, the way I look at it. So anyways, Mark, thanks a lot. Dan, thank you. Tom, Chief, everybody that was here. Appreciate you guys. You have a great night. God bless. And I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care.